Hi everyone, this is my second progress log for Women's Studies 202 in which I will be recounting what we learned this week on liberal feminism and update you guys with my progress on my annotated bibliography and my praxis project. Before reading Tongs, I believed liberal feminism to be more of a watered down feminism in a sense. Like when I thought of liberal versus radical, I thought liberal was like, oh, more cool and open-minded, whereas radical was more strict and, I would identify as a radical feminist if it weren't for the trans exclusionary radical femmes. So I thought that liberal feminism was the kind of feminism that could be capitalized, like, selling shirts that says cats against cat calls on like Etsy or something. And that allowed men to be feminists, which I thought that liberal feminism was the kind that pandered to men's feelings, and one of their priorities was not hurting men's feelings in order to get them to join the movement, which I understand. But I don't think that men get to have equal say in the movement because they're the oppressive group while myself and other women are the marginalized group. Like, it's the same reason why people invested in the LGBT community who are not gay or bi or whatever are allies, and I think men interested in feminism should be regarded in the same way. Anyway, that's what I wanted to express in the Google Hangout, but I didn't get I was flustered because I was running late to it and I wasn't getting good connection on my computer, so I didn't do a very good job of explaining what I thought. If someone asked me to explain what liberal feminism was to them, I would tell them that it is about making choices for privileged, upper-class white women. Like Rosemary Tongs described in the reading this week, the main drawback with liberal feminism is that it doesn't really acknowledge the perspectives of minority women, such as black women, disabled women, and it only takes into account the perspective of white feminists, such as Betty Friedan, who described in The Feminist Mystique, before she listened to her criticizers and realized, oh yeah, they have a point, that marriage and being a housewife isn't enough for women, white women who can afford to stay at home and not get a job. But she also, the problem that I have with what she said is that that women should embrace their masculine sides and act more like men, which, when you think about it, is a reformist sort of ideology. Whereas there are some women like me who have more of a revolutionary sort of ideology and think that the current system should just be abolished entirely. Just to wrap this up, liberal feminism works for upper-class white women because they have the power to make their choices, whether or not to embrace femininity or masculinity or androgyny, or, choose between being a housewife and a career woman. But it doesn't help disadvantaged women and minorities, and that's why I don't think it's enough. My armpit hair has been growing out for almost 2 weeks now, this coming Tuesday, and this is what it looks like so far. At first, it was hard to resist the temptation of saying, screw it, I feel super sweaty and gross, I gotta shave these. Because when I tried to not shave my legs for the first time last year, I'd go a couple days without shaving them, then they'd get prickly and I'd be too aware of that. And then unconsciously, the next time I'd go in the shower, I'd look down and all of a sudden my legs were baby smooth, and then I'd be like, wait, what just happened? Oh, okay. Like it's a force of habit, muscle movement, unconscious sort of thing. And I was afraid that was going to happen with this too, so I just got rid of the razor entirely. Last night I was texting my friend Sierra at work, and I told her about this class and how I'm not going to be shaving my armpits for a little bit. She actually responded very positively to that and suggested that I should bleach my armpits and dye them a crazy color. like purple or blue, like how my old hair used to look. I had looked at that text for about like a good 5 seconds, just like, oh my god, Sierra, you're a genius. I'll let y'all know as soon as possible when my armpit hair is blue because I am super excited for that. For my annotated bibliography, my topic will be on women's body hair and how that's policed in the United States as well as in other countries if I can find that. I guess my main concern is, is my topic going to be too broad? Is it too narrow? Should I expand it to just body policing in general, like with weight or plastic surgery? You know how women are shamed for that. But then I have to keep in mind that I'm just starting the project. I've been doing quick, simple Google searches like, why do women have to shave their armpits? And seeing if that finds articles that reference other scholarly work or just different pages that have different ideas about the subject, and then that could serve as inspiration for when I do more of my scholarly research. I'm sure I can get help from Anna and Steven if I ever have any problems with it. So this is the end of the video. I'll see you guys next week at the Google Hangout. Bye!